Yo, so I was able to finally pick something up that I've been having trouble finding. I've watched a lot of recipes, usually sort of like ice cream and dessert adjacent stuff, obviously, because of what this is. This is Sucrin Gold, which I've not been able to find online to like have ordered anywhere here in the UK where I live. I'm not about to try and speculate on the reasons why it was such a pain in the butt to get over here. As far as I know, it's manufactured in like Norway or something. Or possibly Zukrin Gold, as it's probably like pronounced in its like native language. I don't know. And it was like, and then it's just as a freebie, it came with some regular sucrin as well. So this is just yet another erythritol and stevia based sweetener. Although this one's got like stuff like malt extract, something called D-tagatose in it, which I'm gonna have to look up what the heck that is because I don't mind putting this stuff in me if other keto dieters are willing to do it. But I'm curious. I will probably forget I said that 10 seconds after I finish saying it. But the main thing I've seen it get used for is like keto ice cream. Because when you use erythritol to make ice cream, low carb ice cream, it freezes too solid. If you've ever bought like any of those low calorie ice creams in the store, there's actually an instruction on them saying, leave them out on the worktop for a little while and let them defrost for about 5 minutes before you start eating them. Keto ice cream takes that concept and makes it leave it in the refrigerator overnight after you've frozen it. So supposedly this stuff doesn't make it freeze into a brick. So I'm looking forward to trying using it. Now, those of you who did happen to watch the videos I made in the last couple of days or over the last week, because I have not been uploading daily lately, I apologize. I probably won't be able to keep daily uploads consistently for the time being, just due to the fact that somebody at work is in hospital. And while this isn't causing me to work extra hours, it is giving me a more chaotic shift pattern that's cutting into my work-life balance just a little bit. So making sure I actually just rest off these weird hour patterns is more important to me. Either way, I did one video where I talked about picking up sauces, which hardly anybody watched. Please go back and watch it. And also another one where I finally had what felt like my first proper run in years. Please also go back and watch that one. I promise it's a good one. Even though you don't see me running, you do see my reaction to it. I do feel like that's important. But in the hysteria, the joy, the euphoria of shooting that video, I forgot to stretch. And now I've got a cramp in my calf because I'm a freaking idiot. So I'm going to be aggressively physioing it, and that because I've got to do my next step of Couch to 5K today. And odds are I'm going to be running at a way slower pace. Hopefully one that can still give me a buzz. Hopefully one that still gets me winded. But I'll be trying to still do the time that it suggests, but slower and safely. With a bit of like the physio moves I've always had for my calves should be adequate to make sure I just recover from this nice and quickly. So let's go do a bit of that. This is a nice and simple exercise. If you have a calf cramps, you can do this too. Just get the balls of your feet on the steps. I'm on the steps outside my apartment. Dip your heels and then raise them. Just dip them down like so and raise them. Dip them down like so and raise them. Dip them down like so and raise them. And just do this as many times as you feel comfortable. And you'll feel that cramp starting to kind of like ease off. I am not doing a good job of holding the camera. My still too large gut is getting in the way. But you get the idea. And that's that. I do love the fact that, creaky chair again. I do love the fact that just over all these running injuries, while the running injuries have all been frustrating in the past, they've given me tools to fix problems as they come up. Like, each new physio routine I have to do just gives me hope. Gives me something to push back against. Well, my body pushing back against me after I kind of abused it for a while. I also picked up a new food processor, which has a, hang on, see if I can actually get this in shot. It's got a slicer setting. Is that focusing? Yes, it is. Yeah, second one from the top. It's got like a slicer setting. I've got something in mind for that. which I can't wait to show you once I make it. This is also going to be much better at doing that black tie pizza recipe because the food mixes I have, they're good for doing like a single portion of cheese to make a chaffle, but they're very cramped for making the pizza dough on his recipe, which is optimized to basically have a near 100% success rate when done in a food processor. But my food processor was a little too small for that, so hopefully this will fix that, because god damn, I love his freaking pizzas. But I can only have it like, I'm still only really allowing myself to have it once a week, not just because of the high calorie count of it, but also because, grand scheme of things, the fact that I'm using almond flour, wheat gluten, lupin flour to make it, as well as like gelatin, it's actually kind of expensive to make. A keto gets costly enough as it is on a normal day, but it's kind of cool. Like, I know I've mentioned this already. I only plan to do keto for 2 months, to come off it for 4, go back on it for 2, come off it for 4, just as a way of like doing another quick, hey, I've got a little more money than usual. Let's do something that'll cut my weight a little more drastically. And I'm kind of surprised I've been able to keep it as sustainable as I have. Sorry, I'm just smirking into the camera a lot. It's a lot to take in. Just the fact that these little by little improvements to my own health are just making me that much happier. What can you do, no? All right, well, I'll see you soon.